Thank you all for coming out to our May meeting here at the Academy. Thank you very much for hosting us. Today we're going to talk about what's new, and then we're just going to go right into the discussion. Since we have no featured speaker this month, hopefully we'll rectify that next month. If anybody wants to volunteer to be a speaker, please let me know, or let Mike or Ben know. And we'll definitely get up here and do this. So what's new this month? Another round of updates for Office 2016. A whole bunch of updates to OS 10, iOS, watchOS, tvOS, recent TeamViewer hacks have been making rounds. And semantic vulnerability, which is anybody use step, is kind of a big deal. And we're going to talk a little bit about the management project. And in the talk there, the last one is Flash Death Watch. Another entry in the Flash Death. So, Office 2016 updates. 15.22 is out. Normal fixes to all the apps. Plus, there is 15.21, which fixes a data issue with 97. Exactly which version, but yeah, they went to 3.7 in a couple of days. They fast back down. So because you didn't know, you should remember the 15.21. Otherwise, you're going to have no
When in 11, that's only word update. So if you are packaging your update, then your office package. So we're going to have to make some of that 50 points, and then they were
right. There, I know in the future we're probably going to have new rollover updates. It sounds like all of them trying to make updates a little bit more granular for admins. But that seems to be a bit the way it's new in this version, you get Hebrew and Arabic support, so you can actually move right to left, so left to right. And the Outlook is a new email formatting engine that's based on Word. I think it was using WebKit before. So, so lots of people have discovered new and interesting things happen to their emails with the new format. Also, there was Office 2011, since they're still making maintenance releases on those. That's also another update. They're mainly fixing some controls, so there's a couple of CDs for Microsoft products that need to load on that. And there was another one here that looks like it got cut off. Oh, yes. So the new volume license installer package will be a new one coming in June. That will be version 15.23. So for those of you who would like to get the volume license package, it seems you can get one that need to update more than that. You need to more of the suite update, and then use the volume license installer. And you can keep your full suite updated. Yeah.
Would you recommend with the new volume license package that contains the user guide? Or what's the new user guide?
Yes, the new volume license package contains the volume license for 2.0. Yeah.
If you are running a 1.0,
you will probably should go to 2.0 because those things handle things a little bit better, and it's supposed to work better. Some of the changes they're going to be making soon fix the. I think if they haven't yet, they've already implemented. So any kind of copy of the list doesn't work anymore. So we're definitely using a new license installed. Rather than especially just to be the same. I think anything licensed for 1.0 will work, but 2.0 is probably. And 10.11.5, big week for this. So anybody who ever, if you had the occasional, all of a sudden the machine fails or going at full blast and everything slows down, probably the spotlight might be spiking for some reason. There's a fix for that in this one. There's also a configuration issue where you had if you have configuration profile to remove the shutdown buttons, they didn't work.
That's been a problem since 10, 11.
Right. That's now fixed. A NetBoot issue, I forget what that was.
There's a slow NetBoot for 1011 or um, 1011 doesn't seem to.
Does not seem to.
As far as I know, it still takes forever.
Yeah, I think there's also something else as well. There's probably.
Yeah.
And the other fix was if you use a configuration profile to disable spotlight internet searching,
Yes.
that would, I think that was the same.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
That was the same thing.
That's the same thing. So yeah, so if you disable it, the configuration profile of password. That's more of a Jamf thing. Jamf adding settings to profiles.
Yeah, right. They were forcing the.
Yeah. There's a couple of weird profile things.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we have more than one network to create profiles. So this is a big security release for 10.11.5. We have lots of DBs, lots of different processes cached in this series. Which, if you remember from 10.11.4, didn't have a lot of security patches. So I think they were very helpful. So there's no beta announced for 10.11.6 if you're paying. I don't know if there is going to be a 10.11.6. But over the last couple of years, usually get 10.11.5 a little bit closer to it now. Either post WWDC or right before WWDC. So I don't know if they're either planning to do a 10.11.6 or they're just 10.11.5 and now it's all 10.11. No, not since 10.4.
It's usually right before the school year starts.
What time is it? 10.68, yes. That's right, 10.68.
10.5, so 10.7.
10.75.
10.75.
10.75, 10.85, 10.95, 10.6 is the last one.
We can hold off on the fixes for like 6 months.
They might release this year.
Yeah.
Really? I don't know.
I just stand up there and quick sneak up to you.
Yes.
There was also security updates for Mavericks and U70. I think a couple of the CVEs supplied for Mavericks and U70, but it's not a lot. So I'd say maybe like 5 CVEs at the most.
I'm trying to get everybody off networks because track records.
That's 9. The 9.3.2 was released. It also had prevented issue that prevented the NPMs from installing custom B2B apps. I don't know if that affected anybody here or anybody locally, but yeah, there's a bit of a problem. It affected us. Yeah, a couple of things. Also, another big bug fix and lots of security holes. Others.
fix the animation glitch that's got on your phone. I missed that.
So far, that's right.
So there is an issue with reported from some iPad Pro 9.7-inch users. We get an error 56 after upgrading to 9.3.2. Error 56 is a hardware error code. Apple is currently investigating it. I think it's probably something, some check that may be failing, would be my guess. Like it's looking for something that's not in the 9.7, or it's reading something incorrectly and just waiting for it's failing. But I don't think there's actually a hardware issue with these. But more as that comes to the tvOS and watchOS. 921 fixes and report improvements. Lots of things closed. Same thing with watchOS 221. Another bunch of stuff closed. There's some performance improvements in watchOS 221 that people have left there. This code update 731. This closes the Git buffer overflow issue, which kind of everybody ignored when they announced it. So and everybody scrambled to update their version of Git. So which left the Mac users a little bit in the lurch until they released 731, which was within about a week of them announcing it. Which is those quick patch they sent out. So now Git all your Macs automatically 7.4. So it's come out over the last couple of days that there have been some reports of people being hacked through unauthorized TeamViewer access sessions. At this point, it's unknown how people are getting, how they're getting the passwords to log into TeamViewer, log into the open TeamViewer instance. Lots of people have been saying that maybe TeamViewer has had a data breach. Or that maybe they're exploiting some unknown flaw in TeamViewer. But at this point, there's lots of reports about it, and nobody's really saying anything. I think there's some people have been contacted and basically ransomed for their data back. I think we read something about some people were pushing ransomware into TeamViewer as well. So because there's a separate instance when actually people who scan the IT scan thing, they use TeamViewer to take over your machine and do that. So, but TeamViewer exists Windows. And so far, the best way to protect yourself in this is to enable 2FA for your TeamViewer access. So, there's instructions for that. Antivirus vulnerabilities. So, a Google researcher found that there's a remote code vulnerability in the antivirus engine, the same code that they use across all platforms it supports, like Windows, Mac. So, and this one is really bad because it can be exploited by simply emailing a file or creating a website with the right file in it, and you'll get a BSOD on Windows because if you look at the source and read it, so on Windows, the scanning engine opens some kernel. So to give you an idea of how bad that is, that's like putting a bomb inside of a kindergarten. So trying to defuse a bomb inside of a kindergarten. So it's really bad on Windows kit. I think on Linux and Mac, it crashes the semantic input service, but still gives anyone who exploits the flaw access to data, like access and ownership. So it's a really bad exploit. So Symantec has already patched their engine and has already pushed it out. So if anybody's using the live update, you probably would have already done it. So they released the exploit wasn't announced until after Symantec had actually produced a patch and seeded the patch to their servers. So I don't think this has been exported in the wild yet. For those people who think that having antivirus or malware protection from third-party vendors increases the attack vector, you're probably not. At least in this instance.
Alistair.
What?
I said Alistair.
Yes. Who advocates that specifically. The Mac admin's podcast. So essentially, this is Slack and considering it's a joint venture of cooperation between, actually mostly Mac admins and the Mac admins community. It's hosted by several different Mac admins from across the country, including Tom Bridge, Define, Charles Edge, and Emily, Dr. K, if you know her followers on Twitter. You find podcasts on iTunes, Stitcher, and of course if you go to podcast.macadmins.org. And Flash Tech Launch. Google announced that HTML5 will be default in Chrome later this year. I think Safari does it automatically already for HTML5. I think Firefox also. I think Firefox is including Flash support, or is it just? Or is they also like the?
It's not the same.
It's not the same. No. But there, So yeah, but the. They basically whitelisted 10. They've identified 10 sites that people most visit, and they've whitelisted those sites. Anything that's not whitelisted will be prompted to play Flash, so which you can opt out of and choose the HTML5 if there's the HTML5 option available. So. This whitelist will expire after a year, so pretty much giving everybody a year to get rid of Flash. So, see, the end is coming. So let the end come. And lastly, it's another reminder: the Penn State Mathematics Conference is coming up. I think the early bird price is still back. They might have gone up like $100.
I just looked at it's, I didn't see that.
There's like 6 or 7 or $7.99. So if I missed it, it'll come $100.
I think that was.
Yeah, I think in May it jumped up to $7.99. And as always, we want to bring a lot of really area people down to Penn State because it is kind of our home conference, so we should have a dominating presence in Penn State. And
On the mob.
yes, that's all I have for this one. So, about this meeting. So I guess now we're going to have an open discussion. So. What? So, there's something I wanted to bring up. But it's really right out there. Yeah.
I was about to say, should we move over here, but.
Live stream, live chat.
Sure, why not?
You moving that computer is scary.
It'll be fine.
That is way worse.
And, how many people here are going to Dana?
Oh, that's what I want.
There you go.
So, if anybody is going to Jane, if anybody is going to Jane, they posted some of the sessions today. And of interest to everybody here, even if you don't use Castle, is that there is a session called Patch Management, in which they will be discussing how to use their implementation of Patch Management. So yes, so consider this a soft announcement that Patch Management will be operational by the time of June. So, October 24th, right? I think the third week in October.
Yeah.
There you go.
At the very least, we'll have a time for you.
If you're right. I've heard word from various unnamed sources that they were actually going to try to implement some of that before JNOC, so that it will be tested and at least a tested, usable, and in a state that they actually demonstrate, real world solutions. So, so it's been a long time in coming, but at least have something we can look forward to. So yes, so that's I think that kind of went unremarked mostly today. I don't think everybody's like on the Slack channel. I don't think anybody really noticed it or said anything about it too much beyond like maybe a mention this morning in the Jap Nation and JNUP channel. But I think everybody's like, we've all been burned before, so it's like,
That's it.
I'll see it. I'll believe it when I see it.
If you want to talk about patch management, you don't want to ask him.
So there's that.
They also extended the further work pricing if anybody didn't hear for education.
Yep.
Until
June.
June 6th or something like that. So if you are in education, it's still cheap. It was $5.99, which is actually okay. The issue is that it's in 3 hours.
But it's in the time of year when
Pretty dead.
when the weather is still nice enough to walk outside.
There's no snow in the ground.
Right, there's no snow on the ground. It's not like negative 20.
18th, October 18th.
You definitely come out. It's always a good time. Since they're expanding it to the conference this year, there's going to be more stuff to do.
You got a new spot, right?
No.
No, they had 2 locations. Some of the things will I think be in the main campus building, but because they have so many new people and so much other stuff going on, they'll also be mainly. Still, most of the stuff will happen in Guthrie, I think, but some things will happen off-site. I think at their main new building.
Upgrade to a new building.
Yeah.
They're going to be doing, I think it's in bus, they're going to be busing people there like every couple hours to take them.
So we can see the building that we helped.
Annual dues.
Considering what my renewal looks like this year, I definitely want to see it.
I mean, I like the pictures they put of it, but you're looking at it, wow.
No. So yeah, so that's JNOC. I can tell you a little bit about how the Skype preview is going to be if anybody's not on there. We've been on it for a couple of months. We're talking about it's public now. So
What's it say?
Skype. No. And it still has a long way to go before it's like version 1 ready, even though it's a different version of it. They've been concentrating this past couple of builds on specifically the meetings. But I hear at some point that within the next month or so, they'll actually add IM capability to it. So at least for us, we've had we have a couple hundred people who have been installed, and I've been using it exclusively for all the meetings we have internally, and some externally as well. Anything that's created like big Skype on the Windows side, I've been using that for that, and it works pretty well. And it looks a lot better than like ever did.
It's not difficult.
But I think we'll probably see a lot more adoption of preview, at least internally, once IM is around. But it's going to be tough. Slack has taken over a lot of that for a lot of people, a lot of different companies.
And Slack's coming out with videos too, aren't they? They have it already?
Yeah, we have in one of our in one of our Slack instances, we've set up commands to use the telephone. So I haven't tried it out yet, but I know it's there and available.
I know people at Comcast that say they use Hangouts more than they use the phone, but I didn't know if you guys were Google Apps though.
Not officially.
Not officially, right? So they might be signing up their own personal.
We don't. Yeah, we don't usually claim gas on any kind of stuff.
Right.
As much as security would like to.
Exactly.
So, there's a lot of stuff that there's things that we support, and then people can install what they want, what it breaks. So at least so most of the dev teams I think are more like or Slack, and most of the corporate people will probably eventually move to Slack business. Most of the corporate people, like all the managers and directors and VPs and executive VPs and super executive VPs, and then the super VPs.
And then the assistant VPs.
And then the assistant VPs, and then all those guys are like from Link. It's usually it's mainly like developers and all that. Maybe it's Slack and the rest of the company uses Link. So that's that. So anything else?
I got one. How many of you deal with people that want a Mac? They want a Mac, but most of the stuff they do requires Windows only kind of stuff. And they say, can I get a Parallels or something installed on my machine so I can run this one thing all day long? It's like, well, it's good for me because that means that's another machine I get support. So my numbers go up. But on the other hand, it doesn't make any sense.
Right. I had a couple people like that, like several years ago, before we said no to boot camp. Several people wanted to be able to Mac, and then had us run boot camp on it, and then they would just run the Windows on it. Yeah. And they were like, but that was before, that was while we were testing out boot camp at that point.
Why do you say no boot camp? Just because it's too expensive to run on a Mac, or you can cheaper?
Well, the big thing about boot camp is that Apple only releases drivers every new OS. So while Windows gets updated frequently, Apple's drivers for the hardware don't get updated at all unless you get the new version of the OS. So at some point, something in Windows is going to break the driver. And then, who's for you? And then we can't recover because we can't go up to that particular Windows OS. Yeah, so we decided it wasn't worth the hassle. Plus, trying to image boot camp was a manual process.
It's actually funny you bring up Windows issue. URs were primarily Mac school. But there was a thought that the CTO kind of was people to be able to bring whatever happens that includes Windows. And we're trying to push back on that because we're worried that they're just going to bring any, $300 laptop to get off the shelf and they're going to want to run SolidWorks on. We're going to have to support that. And that's actually the main reason why people want Windows in our environment is because of SolidWorks is the big one. It's Mac, it's Windows only. So I created a parallel VM for it and it works fine. The problem is you have to make sure you have the hardware, the memory, and the problem with that is that SolidWorks also doesn't, and Parallels doesn't mimic a NVIDIA card. It's just a standard like, yeah. So
I think you can tweak it.
you can tweak certain things, but it's very limited. So, and if you don't have an NVIDIA card, SolidWorks basically will black out everything for like half the stuff that on there. It just completely says, "Oh, you can't run this," even if you have 30 tweaks of running. So we're trying to push back on that. We're getting probably forced into something with Windows.
What is SolidWorks?
SolidWorks is like a 3D CAD. It's probably not on that. No, SolidWorks is like building. It's like a
It's a CAD. It's not architecture. It's like
machine thing, like building machinery, like type thing. I guess.
It's like Autodesk Inventor.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 3D CAD. So it's not AutoCAD, but it's supposed to be the industry standard. Typically, everything's the industry standard. It's big. So we're trying to find other ways around supporting that because they're telling us, "Oh, why don't you just give everybody a Windows VM?" There's a big problem with that. It's licensing. If you don't have Windows in Windows environment, you have to license that stuff.
Right.
They said, "Well,
Windows needs a license. SolidWorks needs.
SolidWorks, thankfully, we already have. But it's just Windows needs it. You need it for Parallels.
Right. You need a Parallels license to go along with it. You can get an enterprise.
Yeah, and I think that's what we would end up doing. But how many people are going to use it? We have 1,500.
Right. Like if you're concerned about hardware, that may be one of those things where if you support it, it's going to be a big hit. You get something set up like a VDI system.
Yeah.
And then have them remote.
And that's what we're looking into next is either doing like a virtualizing of it on site.
Right, and so you basically give them an instance on
And
Windows to run SolidWorks.
it just depends on how many people use it because for some reason they're pushing this on us, even though only maybe 8, 10 people use it. It's really bizarre. But
Yeah, I don't know if
but it's going to open.
I don't think it makes sense to invest in the whole VDI system for everybody.
And it's just going to open up a big can of worms as people are going to be like, "Oh, I could just buy a Windows laptop." And they'll come in with a really crappy laptop like, "We can't support this." And
Now you're supporting Windows, making sure that's patched and updatable.
good luck.
Yeah, I've got a lot of users like that. And
Well,
maybe
it can be done. You have to man a laptop.
If they want to pay me to do that, I can do that.
Yeah, and we just kind of give them what they ask
My
for
salary rate on
and
Mac.
tell them this is what your problems could be. Because, I mean, you tell a head of surgery in a hospital in a place where they'll just say, I go to meetings, everyone has the local logo on their laptop, and it's an appearance thing, it's like a status thing.
And that happens with VPs and directors.
Yeah.
So like, especially
What do you want to Mac?
especially when it's in the other divisions, they'll come to corporate and see like half their peers have like Macs, and then they have this like
The Dell.
2-year-old Dell, and the Mac, could be a Mac, and all like the local IT are like, what?
Yeah, I saw a whole Mac department in my church, and because like, you have a guy that can fix them. Oh, and it went from like 10 to 100 like every year, and I'm supporting 2 operating systems on every machine because they had like one database that had it was web-based that running on IE 7. This was a few years ago. They're still paying.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's just like
it's
but you can't say he just wants to do it that. You know, you want to keep your job.
Oh yeah. Teachers always have
It's just like a bad situation of giving them what they asked for because they're the boss and
Yeah, we have that.
Oh yeah.
and it's a pain to support and that's why.
They'll
That's for free.
It's only got one port on it.
He gets it.
Yeah.
Business office.
So they want the air, they want the lowest powered, most sexy.
Ah,
At least the records are good.
So that's,
I think, anticipating, I think, the MacBooks and MacBook Air is usually within the spec machines for a lot of our executives. That's what they travel with. And then when they get back in the office, they'll have their desktop and all.
The trick is like making sure the people you report to have that it's one more Mac you support, but it's really two more computers you support, right? If that's a metric that's important, then that's
but then again, I think it's still easier. I don't know. I'm considering going 100% Mac here because it's just we have GXX set up. I have a Mac Tech. I have, if you go down, I get you up and running in 5 minutes again. I'm just going to pop your hard drive, stick it in, know it's good to go, and you don't have any idea what's going on in the back end while we get it fixed. I'll get you your own one back, or maybe not, if it makes sense. But if it's a PC, I got two over here, and this one died over there. I don't even know what I'm going to give you back right now. Where if I can just do one platform for the entire school. The only problem with that is we have some people who are like, the assistants, executive assistants, and like, here's $1,000 machine, and we're just scheduling, appointments for somebody. It might be a little bit of an overkill, but it just seems like it's just so much easier. Even if I boot camp it, it's still hardware-wise so much
Our
easier.
standard Windows machine, I assume, was a 2012 Mac Mini. The teacher was using one for laptop.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even buying
And
the
that's
desktop.
bad.
It's all laptops. Because everyone's mobile. Everybody.
Didn't we do that? Didn't we do boot camp for somebody at the rock school back in the day?
I want to say yes.
I think we did.
And it was,
Didn't go well.
yeah, it was flaky as hell.
Yeah.
The drivers were half-baked. I think that was, I don't remember what OS release it was, and it may have been one of the first instances of boot camp.
I think it was like 10.6. No, 10 was like 10. Like 10. Yeah, 10.6.
Could have been, and yeah, the Windows drivers were just, they released like 3 updates to them, and they never got right. It was just bad.
Well, it's also so it's like the first version of boot camp plus XP. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we have iMacs that we run boot camp on every single day. We're running Autodesk Illustrator on for our robotics, and they've never played boot camp. They've been solid every day, different users. We have boot picker on there, so you can go back and forth. I was hoping that that wasn't going to be an issue. Like, cost is really my only thing that's prohibitive right now. Like, doing this for everybody, but then again for the admins, I'm buying $1,500 Lenovo's anyway, Dells anyways. So if I can just give them the same platform that I know when it goes down or something, I can just have them back with me immediately. I don't know. That's the only thing. I can't really, I don't see any other downside except for the driver issue, cost, and I guess driver issue.
Yeah, and I mean, this was years ago, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't really run into, we're still on 7, so if the drivers are pretty stable. At least that's not gets screwed too much.
you see it.
Of course,
But Microsoft.
the only, like, they're also not using the new software, they basically need access.
In the office.
Yeah, oh, they need
Access. Visio. Visio.
And Microsoft Project.
Project. Yeah.
Because of every letter that you could do.
Yeah, right. Pages.
You still use Publisher? People
Oh,
still
yeah.
use Publisher, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like, learn InDesign or keep using Publisher.
Well, there are apps.
Pages versus just as publishers.
There's apps out there that can convert Publisher to like, not to InDesign, but like to their own proprietary formats. I don't tell people that because it's like, no, there's nothing. You need to give up.
Yeah, right.
Publisher's terrible.
I think it's just wait for the people.
Yeah.
It's like, you're still using all this page maker.
I told him for a long time. We told him I only have one license. It's on that machine. You have to go use it over there.
Notice I said all this page maker. Before they got swallowed by the ability to yeah. Well, when I was working with we had clients who still used Quark. And not new versions of Quark, old versions of Quark. And they had to do it because they were like
Quark 7
agencies.
Quark 7 was
Because
the best version.
they had clients that would have tenants that
I thought it was 411. I thought it was 411.
That was also pretty good. Express.
People stayed on that forever.
Yeah.
I remember I was still dealing with that when I left
Yeah.
Springboard.
Corp 4 was lightweight and it was fast.
Yeah.
I think that was the heyday of Cork, right? Before.
Yeah.
Corp really industry.
Then they let Adobe eat their lunch.
Yeah, they're up to Cork 2015, which is basically version 11 now.
2016 is announced recently.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
But getting back to getting back to the original question,
Never end.
we basically tell our admins because they got to do manage calendars. They should not give them. Really because of the limitations of that. So yeah, so if because we have a lot of admins who manage more than one executive, so that becomes really painful because because of Exchange Web Services doesn't really handle just calendaring.
You can't line up all the different calendars.
Right, and then you know there's permissions issues with who is delegate to what, and that's all been sorted out on the Windows side, and it is on the Mac side. There's a lot of times when we've got issues where I give this guy permission, but they don't to see my calendar, but nothing bad. Yes, how did you give me permission? Oh, on my Mac. Okay.
How does the
Go to the web or go to Windows and fix it.
well, how does the web compare?
The web interface works a lot better for some of these things.
Like for Exchange.
Yeah, for Exchange web. Yeah,
It's just like running out.
yeah.
For the longest time, Microsoft suggested platform for Mac was
Web interface, yeah.
over their own product.
Right.
It sounds like
But it's never ever going to work the way it
maybe you don't need to Outlook with
Turn
your
the second
Office package.
Well, they keep the Microsoft guys keep saying that
Yeah, right.
Microsoft keeps insisting that they want the same experience on all platforms. So, which means they have a lot of engineering.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
closer on the.
Well, again, that's because I think because Outlook for Windows is usually mapping, which is their own proprietary protocol, and nothing else can do that.
Well, Mappy's actually been deprecated.
No, has it been?
Yeah.
Oh, so they're going to something else entirely.
It's what they're doing is moving towards Mappy commands over HTTPS.
Why can't you just use Calendar? I don't know if
Because
Calendar is
reasons,
supporting things that too much.
You can't.
But yeah, so they're trying to shoehorn the Mappy command set over HTTPS, so basically Exchange Web Services. Actually, I think it's Outlook 2016 for Windows uses that, or at least defaults to it. It's available.
So maybe it'll do. But like I said, there's a lot of engineering against it.
We're on Gmail, so.
Yeah, I was like, I love being in education. Google Apps Manager is amazing.
It's very limited unless you get.
And now the calendar doesn't support Gmail anyway, so. You have to use my calendar, it's free.
We are a very Microsoft shop. Yes.
Yeah, you just get Better Cloud is a GUI for Google Apps Manager.
Yeah.
So
So
Game is amazing.
So I ran into
So
Dude, every day I've been getting.
I think that goes over to like a general question, right? It's okay to say no sometimes, and it's okay not to give somebody no.
It's okay to say no until they say too bad.
If they're high enough, they're saying, well, I'm doing it anyway.
Right, but even in those cases, I think if you just lay out your cases why you think yes, you're not the best choice for that. You know, you may not win all of those, but at least you have to say like, here are the things you need to keep in mind. If you're okay with this, then we'll go ahead with it.
Maybe they just use the VM as a privilege for 6 months, have it suck and say, okay, I'm going to
Or
and I want to keep this MacBook Air to go to conferences with.
Or you could do something like have them keep the Windows machine keep it on desktop, keep it in the office, and just have them do remote desktop into it.
Yep.
And then, just your team.
Or if you have the, or if you have the infrastructure, a VDI type situation,
Right.
give them an instance that they can remote into.
Right. It's probably more cost effective just to set up one of those products and then actually remote desktop into RDC into it.
Anybody here use a peer logger? I ran into something interesting. We use peer logging for SSO basically, but it allows you to. It's for Gmail. We use it for
Is it like Okta?
a bunch of other. I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
So we use it for all of our stuff, and in order to add an email to the client, you have to use it. It opens up this window for ClearLogger. So it works fine on an iPhone because for some reason you just add it to the Gmail account, which works. But if you add an Apple Mail, it brings up the ClearLogger window. You log in, it goes, and then it actually does. On the ClearLogin site, it says it was a successful login, but Apple Mail won't work. It just says it errored out and we can't support this.
Which version is Santa?
No idea.
So we recently upgraded to Santa 3.0.
And that's actually, they told me that the reason is, it's an app, they said it's an Apple problem, it's actually not, they use JavaScript response for their sound response, and Mail doesn't support it. So, and, their answer was, it's on our radar. That was the answer we got from them. So, until then, you can't use Apple Mail, or you can't use Apple, iCal, or whatever it's called, calendar, or any of that with our Gmail clients, or our Gmail because they're looking. I don't know if anybody's ever ran into that with any of their other SSO or.
No. No, I mean, we just made the Santa 3.0. Now we got this nice pretty splash page. And we get to log in.
Yeah, I mean, ours looks so.
Which is not quite what we were expecting, but actually the problem we have now with Crash Plan, even though it's Crash Plan is SSO, now that we're going to Santa, well, we were having the issue with Mac clients not logging in, but that was fixed when we upgraded to Santa 3.0. So now they get a splash page instead of just logging in.
Just like, yeah, we
Back in the 90s. Click here to get to my website.
We sort of get something like that when you log into your Gmail for the first time. You put your Gmail in, and then it brings you to the third splash page for login, and you log in. It's one of those things where it's like, you don't support it.
I was about to go. I'm looking at Okta. They have one free integration to like OKTL. Yeah, you do have free SSL for up to one integration. So you can do Active Directory and Google Apps integration totally for free.
There's an SSO channel.
It's
Beautiful. But the only problem with that is that so that we don't allow our kids to change their passwords. Just because it's easier for us to know their passwords, because they just drop off the computer, it can be fixed, and that can get in. Teachers can change their passwords at any time, just by system preferences, right? Change the password. So for kids, I want to do an Okta so they can go on, change the password, and change it everywhere. Change it basically through the SSO, through the Okta page, push to their Gmail and to Active Directory. But then next time they log out, I believe it's going to totally screw up the keychain. I don't think there's any way around that. And then that keychain, the ubiquitous, restore keychain, create new keychain, update keychain, and no one has any clue what to do with that thing. I got to read it 3 times before I realize what I'm doing. And our 11-year-olds are going to have no clue.
You do that, you might have a script that just purges the keychain,
Every time.
You do creates it.
We deploy.
I don't think so.
We
Just purge it
deploy
every.
keychain reminder for that.
Keychain reminder? It's also.
Oh yeah, right. You did make that. I knew we used CurbMinder. We made a keychain reminder. So what would that do? Just purge it every time so that it would just re-cache?
Well, what it does is when you log in and it sees that it uses the same security command to try to unlock the keychain.
Okay.
It's like a private API, but it's called keychain access it uses.
Okay.
So if it finds it can't unlock the keychain login, it throws up a box that says, your password is out of sync. Do you remember your old password? If you say no, it purges the keychain. If you say yes, it offers you an old password, new password, and then you can change it.
That's the wording is way better.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's really just the wording. The only problem is that sometimes, like, if you have messages configured, you'll have all these, like, boxes pop up around it because KeychainMinder will
Oh,
come up.
yeah.
So you have to, like,
Lock it, keychain gets out of sync. We have all these services.
Yeah, where everything's popping up.
Everything keeps popping up.
Right.
Yep.
so you're like
Yeah,
messages agent,
Yes.
because you can't type in the fields if there's a box up that's
Right,
messages
right.
agent wants your keychain password.
I know we have, for some reason, it's so funny, our curb minder right now, I call it once and the box pops up twice. And if I don't call it once, it doesn't come up at all. For some reason, it's just coming up twice. I tried for days to get it to only come up once. Until finally, in the instructions, I even talked to the guy who wrote it on Slack, can't get it, or whatever. It's fine, I just wrote down the instructions, put your password in twice. But all these kids, so funny. It was like, September we rolled these things out, or November. And I still get kids to this day, like, this thing's popping up on my computer, asking for my password. I did every 15 minutes, I just click OK, or cancel. Did you not read? Like, so many times I said, put in your password.
Well, at least they don't do the thing where they just move it out of the way and throw it in.
Yeah, right. That's all right.
Seems-
Oh, yeah, so many times.
The nice part about
I would say Enterprise Connect used to have the advantage over PDPassMod and Curve in that respect.
It's more integrated,
A lot more.
a lot more money.
Well, it's really just for you're really paying for the guy to come out, help you set it up or whatever else, because it's professional services.
Right.
You've done it, so those guys, their job is to go and help you and stuff. And that could be anything from helping you troubleshoot something very troubleshooting infrastructure or network issues to help manning your help desk for like a couple of days. You give them money,
They'll do it.
But since they develop this, I mean, that's the only way they get paid is having people go out on site and helping you out. So yeah, so you pay 2 days of professional services. First day happens spending setting up Enterprise Connect, and the rest of it you can have them do whatever you else to help write some scripts. Maybe tweak something or take a look at that server that's that kind of weird.
So I got another question for those who are doing an upcoming refresh or a new big purchase. What are you going with?
Now, we don't do it in cycle.
Well, no, we have our refresh here is 6th grade and 9th grade. So my typically it's just been 13-inch MacBook Airs, but we've been cheaping out. We all have the 2012 Pros with spinning discs that are dying left and right.
Anything with a spinning disc.
Yeah, right. But then and they all.
Anything you get should have SSD.
But there's two things wrong. But number one is even if I upgrade all of them and put SSDs in, they still only have 4 gigs of RAM. And that's killing us right now. Everyone's computer is slowing down.
When did you get the restricted birthplace?
No, we do every year. We purchase every year. Yeah, and because 9th grade, they get a new laptop in 9th grade. They have it for 4 years. So every year for the past third, this will be our 3rd or 4th year.
And your kids need help out.
Just true. Terrible. But is it? I assume you just have to go with 8 gigs, if not more.
Yeah.
8 gigs is the
Minimum, right? Is anyone going even more?
We standardize and make gigs.
Yeah.
We do 16.
You do 16.
Okay, so it's 15. We did 15-inch MacBook Pro. There's the standard, and also 13-inch MacBook Air in the standard. So it's workstation version plus executive travel.
Right.
If you can get something else, but that's a custom one. These are the standards. We have two. We have developer one and we have regular one. Developer one is the 16 gigs of RAM.
Right.
We standardize most of our machines to 16 now because we have, it's not going to be doing a lot of video, audio, Photoshop and stuff. So if you have anything, if you have 8 gigs, you're okay. We struggle a little bit if you're running Logic Pro. for lanes. So anything can. Yeah, I
Just like
know.
non-Mac.
Yeah.
You know what that Mac is?
What's that?
I
don't know. I mean,
the razor blades.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
for
what we get for
sixth
IT.
grade, maybe, you know.
That's what we get for the IT people. Well, certain ones, if you need it just to like go to a closet, just take out a little tiny laptop out of your pocket. You know? But I mean, only if needs it's the MacBook Pros that we give away because they have. Yeah. They have this one's 2012. I mean, I think 15 inches is a little too big for me to carry around all the time, but for most of our people, 15 inches.
Yeah, the speed of the MacBook, like, it makes you wonder what they're going to come out with at the next developers conference, right? Like, you figure the air has got to be limited days. Right. It's just there. So it's got to be just MacBook, probably just replace it.
I thought the MacBook was with
Right.
It's probably going to replace your hair.
it was only a 13 inch.
Right.
Yeah.
So the
I mean, the
MacBook Pro.
Call it MacBook. We call it MacBook.
As long as they have more than one. It's fine.
The MacBook Midland? MacBook Midland? Not quite the MacBook. It's not a Pro. It's in the middle. It's a little heavier. Midland.
Yeah, another port's the MacBook. Could argue that they could just get rid of the air altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah, consider that
That's
too.
right.
The 2012s don't have bases too well.
So I have an
They
adapter.
start going after a while.
I
But even
just
airs
don't
do too, depending on the
not seeing
case.
the outlets.
Not gonna
But,
buy it anyway.
yeah, no, our kids
Yeah. I've seen some of the stuff in campus. Here, man.
Yeah, everything's it needs to include locally.
kids use them as like stools, plates.
Like me.
About to run out of juice. So,
We can cut it.
okay.
I was like, there's a charger right here, but I'm not gonna stretch that.
No, but I could also just move it to the other side.
You just pick up the chair.
Yep.
We could probably kill the screen.
Kill the feed now?
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Talk about NDAs now. Oh boy.